plastic surgery is on the rise. Find out what to look for in a plastic surgeon so that you can stay safe.
It's 9 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
Trending right now with the popularity of reality TV, plastic surgery has never been more public. A lot of people admitting that they've had work done. It's not an embarrassment factor anymore. But there are others who have had it done in hopes of saving some money that unfortunately, well, the surgery went wrong. Plastic surgeons also say they're seeing more patients come in to get a botched job fixed. So what should you look for when it comes to cosmetic procedures? Here to talk more about it, Dr. Armando Soto. He's a board-certified plastic surgeon of Aesthetic Enhancements. Always good to see you, Doc. Appreciate you being here today.
John. Thank you.
You know, a lot of people say they want to go and get these treatments done, but they don't investigate the doctors. Is that the main problem here?
Sometimes it can be that they don't investigate properly. Often they're investigating the wrong things, or they're inappropriately prioritizing things. You know, there's a lot to consider, and you want to make sure that you not only consider all of those important variables, but that you prioritize them appropriately.
How do you know if a doctor's any good? You guys know who's good and who's not, but how can people find out if a doctor's really any good?
You know, I think that you need to start with the basics. You need to make sure they're board certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. I think that's the most basic thing that you need to do. You need to be certain that the procedure you're considering is a procedure that doctor has privileges to perform in a good hospital nearby. You need to make sure the facility where it's going to occur is an accredited facility that gets inspected regularly. You need to look into who's going to be doing your anesthesia. But most importantly, you need to look at a lot of their outcomes, lots of before and after pictures. Make sure they can prove to you that they do a good job.
How would you? I mean, say, for example, you're doing it, right? You're only going to put your best work in there. You're not going to say, look at this nose that's crooked now that I messed up. I mean, that'd be tough for people.
So often, the truth is that in whether you're selling cars or doing plastic surgery, unhappy people are usually pretty vocal, right? So you'll hear if somebody's got a questionable record. So even though the doctor,
fire, right? A lot of people saying this guy's not very good.
Right. So even though a doctor might not want to show you his worst outcomes, you know, a reputable provider will show you an average outcome. They won't only show you their best.
What about some of those websites that rank a doctor? I know that can be dangerous for you guys because you know, one guy thinks that you didn't treat him right, he trashes you online. That's tough. Do you trust those or no?
You know, I think some of them are more reputable than others. You know, good websites like Real Self and Vitals, they give the doctor a little bit of say. So you know, it's a relationship really, and just like any other relationship, you'd want to hear both sides of the story.
Well, other than the doctor's standpoint, how do you avoid having a negative outcome? Because I imagine it's a lot harder to fix something that's already been worked on than just starting from scratch.
You know, I think simply speaking, the best way to do this is to do your homework, choose the right doctor, make sure you're prioritizing things appropriately, and then respect the relationship that exists between you and your surgeon. So I tell my patients, or I tell people that come to me, to think of it like they're in front of a large forest and it's dark and it's scary and they hear weird noises in there, and they need somebody who knows the forest to guide them to the other side. And I'm their guide. So they tell me where they want to go and I guide them safely to the other side. And if we do it right, they get there safely and they get where they wanted to go.
Very quickly, how is it that some doctors can do work on people and you can't tell, and then others you say, wow, that person's had a lot of work done? What's the difference between those type of procedures?
Absolutely, that's critical, and the key is that it looks natural. The reason we never talk about celebrities who've had wonderful plastic surgery is because we can't spot them. You don't know, huh? And you can't spot them because all you do when you look at them is think, wow, she looks really good. I can't believe she's that old, right? And when you look at celebrities who look a little funny, they're easy to spot. Your 5-year-old kid can spot them because they're like, well, something's not right there.
And you get those viral videos of plastic surgery gone wrong. That's what you don't want to be.
Right. When it's done well, it's natural looking.
That's good. Dr. Soto, always good to see you. Hey, what's your website in case people want to check you out?
DrArmandoSoto.com.
Always good. All right. Talk to you soon. 9:16. Here's Jamie King.